Hi guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? Um, I want to comment on some stuff that I'm thinking, and just join me if you like. Um, I was just thinking about this David Lee Roth and Kai thing, and I'm jealous over Kai and all that. Well, maybe I am, maybe I was, um, but I thought about it, and um, I don't really. I see that being famous because of somebody else taking me under their wing is being a follower. I'm not a follower. That's more Kai's territory, I have a feeling. So Kai, yes, follow David Lee Roth. He'll lead you to glory, successes, but never more than him. Go ahead. That's okay. Somebody needs to do that. David Lee Roth needs a follower. I don't think it's me. I'm not gonna not call myself shirtless guy. I'm not gonna dress according to some dress code that supposedly I thought we were rock and roll in the first place, LOL. But whatever. Maybe we're not anymore. Maybe now it's just a big business and it's a bunch of followers. I'm not a follower. So maybe the David Lee Roth gig isn't for me. I mean, all this talk about is, am I for David Lee Roth? Am I right for him? Well, is he right for me? Perhaps not. I'm not a follower. I'm not. I don't do well as a follower. I don't want to be a follower. I'm not made to be a follower. I have my own thing, and that's either great or not, or nothing, or everything, or whatever. But it's still my thing, and that's what I'm happiest with, and that's what I've got for me. I don't, I'm not a beggar on the street asking for handouts of fame and fortune. Please, the next star, please help me be like you, but not as good, but kind of like, please help me. I'm begging. That's Kai's thing, is my feeling. I don't know Kai that well, but my feeling is he's the man to do that. Man, dude, whatever. Somebody's got to do that. I don't think it's me. I just don't think it's even me. I don't even think it's me on stage. I think that I think I'll secretly look over at David and be jealous, and he might even do the same. And that's not good for the business of David Lee Roth Incorporated. I don't think. I mean, it could be, but then it wouldn't be, because at the end of the day, David would be all over me. You hogged the thing during your solo, and I'll be like, oh well, I'm sorry, I was doing me, and David's like, it's my gig, and threatening to fire me or something. I don't know. I don't think it would go. I think even if David Lee Roth hired me, I don't think it would go that far. I think he would wish Kai were there, because Kai will be, yes, sir. And I'm not the type. So, and this is not said out of meanness. At least I don't think so. Someone's going to say it is, but I'm just being honest with what I feel. I think that if it were meant to be, it wouldn't be so much contention about it. It would have, by now it would have been a thing if it were meant to be. If David Lee Roth were meant to have Jimmie Rex Wiseman play guitar for him, why all the struggle? And if it's all that struggle, why are we doing this? So I'm not rejecting David Lee Roth personally. It's not a personal thing. It's not like I think he's great. I think you're great, David. But the gig is not my thing, I think. And especially under the terms dictated. I'm not just, already I've got to not be shirtless guy. I've got to dress a certain, no. Already I haven't even gotten on the bus yet, and I'm already feeling like quitting the band. I'm me first, for better, for worse. That's the thing. It's not like I'm not, Kai may have all the money and nobody has all the money, because someone else still has money, LOL. But money and fame and all that David Lee Roth gives him. But that's because that was a gift to a person who couldn't get it on their own. And that smacks of handout, that smacks of begging, that smacks of not being yourself and not being original. But then again, how can he be? He's just a kid. Kai, you're just a snot-nosed kid. Of course you're going to follow whatever David Lee Roth says. And why not? You don't have anything else. You don't have a channel, I guess, or whatever. Maybe you did, but maybe you don't. I don't know, whatever. That sounds more like something that could work. And I'm not trying. I'm really not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to heal. I'm just trying to get over something that we can get over, and not have to dwell on and go over and over and over. I mean this not insulting David. Okay, you're great, David, but you're the greatest in your camp, and I don't think I think that's already tension there, and on both sides. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but yeah, I'm right here. If there's a problem, let's just address it, deal with it, and move on. I can play Eat 'em and Smile all the way through. Maybe not as good as Kai. I don't know. I don't really even care that much. But I can do the gig physically. I can play the gig. I can play the guitar parts. In fact, here's a little lesson. I'm just going to slink this in there. I've actually, if you can switch gears for a second, I've narrowed down Steve Vai's licks to basically a set. I basically have a few licks. I think 4 licks plus everything else that every other guitarist does, and standard scales and standard notes and licks and stuff that basically allow you to play like Steve Vai basically most of the time, except slurs and things like that are special to him, and that you have to kind of bring that to your game too. But if you have the slurs, which I'm now working on, and have some but working on, and you have this series of 4 licks that Steve really does. 3 main ones, but there's a 4th one that's kind of cool in there that he adds as one of his signature licks, one of his 4 signature licks. And everything else that guitarists do, you can play like Steve. And then the rest is just learning the songs and playing as fast as Steve and keeping time and blah, 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 with little nuances. But there's basically 4 licks. One of them first. Well, I actually, in a few hours, it's going to be Wednesday. It's going to be button up. It's going to be hump day lesson day. I can teach this on my lesson in just a few hours. I'll go over the 4 Steve Vai licks. Okay, you play them in any key, of course. That's what you do with licks. And there's basically 4 little things. 2 of them are tapping. One of them is sweeping, and the other one is kind of a nondescript lick. It's just a certain lick. I can teach that on Hump Day Listen Day. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.